candles and put my lamp on, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my findings on Friday the 13th. I won't mention what happened in my last video because if you're a skeptic and you're watching this, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. So this website is called liveabout.com, and it's literally .dot.com, and it's really good actually. I've just come across it today as I was researching Friday the 13th, and it's got urban legends, classic and historical legends, rumours and hoaxes, animal folklore and scary stories. So it's worth checking out if you're interested in this kind of thing. Anyway, so this has various different theories of Friday the 13th. Some of them are hilarious, but but some of them are a little bit unnerving. So the first point that is brought up is the British Medical Journal, and that researchers compared the ratio of traffic volume to the number of automobile accidents on two different dates, Friday the 6th and Friday the 13th. And they did this over a period of years, so it wasn't just, a week or something, it was years that they did this. And they've said that their goal was to map the relation between health behaviour and superstition underlined surrounding Friday the 13th. And then they put, interestingly, they found that while consistently fewer people in the region sampled chose to drive their cars on Friday the 13th, the number of hospital admissions due to vehicle accidents was significantly higher than on Friday the 6th. So on Friday the 13th, more people ended up in the hospital, basically. That was their conclusion. So basically they just concluded that Friday the 13th is unlucky for some. The risk of hospital admission as a result of transport accident may be increased by as much as 52%. Staying at home is recommended. So that's the first one, and it all started in 1993 with this journal. Well, it didn't start there, the superstition. That started way back, way back. Let me find the funny one, which is about the cavemen. I can't find it, but basically the cavemen had the first way of counting was by using their hands. So they had 10 fingers and 2 feet. So they only ever got to the number 12. And so the number 13 just wasn't in their vocabulary at the time, thus not existing. And if it's not existing, it means you don't exist anymore, nothing exists, so therefore it's bad luck. So that, I found that one funny, because I thought, well, don't they have any toes? Didn't the caveman have toes? Sick. Well, maybe they didn't, I don't know, but yeah, so that was another one that I found hilarious, but the others are pretty spooky. This one baffled me completely, and it goes on about phobias, people with actual phobias of Friday the 13th. And it's by Dr. Donald Dosey. Is the most widespread superstition in the United States today, and basically what that is is two different types of phobias. One is a phobia of the number 13, and I wrote that down actually. I can't really say it, but it's triskaidekaphobia. I might have, well, I definitely have said that wrong, but, oh, sorry, did I say kiss or Chris? Triskaidekaphobia, which is basically a fear of the number 13. And then there's what this Dr. Donald, oh, you know what that reminds me of? Sorry, it's just popped into my head. On the Modern Family, there's a doctor that Gloria can't say the name right. Dr. Dula Dala Didi or something she says, and it's just so funny. Anyway, this guy has come up with these official phobias. So that that triskaidekaphobia one is the fear of the number 13, and then there's another one which is the fear of Friday the 13th, which is paraskevide I've parakevidekatrophobia, something like that anyway. And that's a phobia of Friday the 13th, the whole kit and caboodle. And so they won't go out, they won't go to restaurants, they won't obviously set their wedding date to anything like that really. And it says, so how many Americans at the beginning of the 21st century actually suffer from this condition? According to Dozy, the figure may be as high as 21 million. So, I mean, can you imagine, like, if you actually have that, like people with like OCD, you know, which is like a horrific condition. Can you imagine being scared of germs? I mean, they're everywhere. You'd never touch anything. You'd just permanently wear these gloves and things, wouldn't you? And could you imagine having this phobia? I mean, Friday the 13th only happens, what, 2 or 3 times a year? Or is it 3 or 4? I'm not sure, but something like that. So thankfully they don't have it that often, but I think it'd be horrible to live with OCD. Anyway, the other one, which is well, the most well-known one is obviously Judas, and it's Jesus. So it's a Christian religion, and it is Jesus Christ and the 12 disciples. So there's 13 altogether, and so there's in the Last Supper there's the 12 disciples, and then there's Jesus in the middle, and Judas betrays Jesus, and basically for silver, as to what the whereabouts of where he is, so that inevitably the crucifixion followed, which supposedly happened on Friday. So there's the 13 and then the Friday. So that's traditionally what people refer it to. But then there's this God one, which is obviously the ancient. Hey guys, sorry that cut off quite abruptly. Sorry about that. I was going on about the Friday the 13th and the different theories, and this one talks about the gods, and it talks about this anathema, who was the god of that represented femininity, and she had a crescent-shaped horn bearing 13 notches. So there's the 13. And because she worshipped cultures because it corresponded with the number of the lunar cycles in the year, the menstrual cycles. So they put 13 times 28 days, which is the menstrual cycle, equals 364 days. So basically, the patriarchal religions in the early days of the Western civilization just sort of banished it, and then it became the it says, as the solar calendar triumphed over the lunar with the rise of the male-dominated civilization, so did the perfect number 12 over the imperfect number 13. So there's that theory. Then there is, what is it? The 12 gods were invited to a banquet. Loki, the evil one, the god of mischief, had been left off the guest list but crashed the party anyway, bringing the total number of attendees to 13. True to character, Loki incited Hod, the blind god of winter, to attack Balder the good, who was the favourite of the gods. Hod, I don't know, took a spear of mistletoe offered by Loki and obediently hurled it at Balder, killing him instantly. And everybody grieved. And so now they say, apparently that concluded that 13 people at a dinner party is just plain bad luck. So there's that theory, there's the God theory. What else? Oh, and then this is probably the one that some of you will be more familiar with if you're not into the paranormal, is the Da Vinci Code. And that is a single historical event that happened 700 years ago. And it was basically the Knights Templar. And it was just a bunch of warrior monks that formed during the Christian Crusades to combat Islam. And by the 1300s, the order had grown so powerful that it affected gave threat to the politics and the kings and whatnot and the popes. So basically on the Friday the 13th, they were executed and tortured and put in chains and all sorts. So that's that one. And then there's a couple others. But anyway, what I'll do is I'll leave the link for this in the descriptions below, and you can have a gander yourself. But it's really good. There's, like I said, there's other parts of it that you can look up. But just very quickly, I'm going to look up the numbers and meanings because I've always wanted to know why I'm so drawn to the number 12, and I have done all my life. Number meanings. I put number meanings. Ew, and then it brings up a... Oh, there's... Numerology report the secret meanings of numbers 0 to 9. Oh, poo that, because I want to know what the number 12 means. Numerology, meaning of numbers and how to use them. How to use them? Numbers and their meanings. Two sides represent accent and descent, evolution and evolution. Angel meanings. Angel number. The frig was that? Dismiss. Anyway, let me just go on images and see if I can get something really quick. Here we go. Numerology, number meanings. Skadoosh. Let's try that one. Okay, so according to soultruthgateway.com, number 1 means new beginnings, creation. Number 2, duality, balance, intuition. Number 3, self-expression, creativity, outcomes. Number 4, foundations, hard work, and pragmatism. Sorry, I had to read that because I didn't think I could pronounce that. Number 5, chance, challenge, freedom. Number 6, love, harmony, relationships. Number 7, withdrawal, contemplation. Well, that's a bit odd because number 7 is supposed to be like a lucky number for a lot of people. Number 8, prosperity, abundance, manifestation. Number 9, completion, conclusions, compassion. Number 0, infinity, eternity in circles. So it doesn't really go beyond that, and it looks the same for everything else. We've got a number combination one, repeating numbers and their meanings. Let's have a quick look at that one. This is the Mind's Journal. Okay, so we've got 111, the intuition, encourages you to keep following your spirit. You're on the right path. If you see this, listen to your gut and your heart. Number 222, the right one, right place, right time. Trust what you want. Don't think of things you don't want when you see this number. 333, the equilibrium. Mind, body and spirit focuses on all 3 aspects. Don't neglect one for the other when you see this number. 444, the protection. The universe and your spiritual guides are protecting you. Pay attention to your thoughts and your environment when you see this number. 555, the change. A change is occurring in the universe. A change is occurring, the universe is moving things around when you see this number. 666, the step back. Take a step back to rethink it and ask yourself, is what you're doing right or wrong? 777, the inner strength. Release all fear. Be strong at heart. Look forward to the future with excitement when you see this number. 888, the balance. You're in harmony with the universe. Your thoughts and actions are also in harmony when you see this number. 999, the wrap up. Time to start a new journey. Wrap up loose ends. Let go of what does not serve you. Prepare for the next level when you see this number. Ooh, it's quite interesting. So going back to that numerology one, the first one, if my favourite number and my whatever, I don't know whether it's my favourite number, but it just lingers around, is 1 and 2, 12, new beginnings, creation, duality, balance, and intuition. Intuitive. So that's quite interesting. All right, anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you very much for watching. So sorry about the other video. I just had to stop, and I'll leave it at that. And I hope to see you in the next video. Okay, take care until then. Bye.